So before we get into the round today, there's a little bit of a problem. So after I recorded the intro segment, the mics decided that they were going to be a problem and not work. So that stinks. Fortunately though, I cut down the footage and I think it's still helpful to watch, and you'll understand why in a minute. So I decided that I'm gonna do some post commentary, just go over the round, and I also want to frame this in a specific way. And my question is, that I'm framing it around, why do we actually play disc golf? Is it about being the best player? Is it about making the most birdies? Is it about being ultra competitive? And if not, then why do you play disc golf?
Welcome to Oakholm. How cool is this? Course looks great. Weather's great. Those cows out there are having a good time. And we are here to play around.
Oakholm's located in Brookfield, Mass, and it's a course I've played once, but I really wanted to get out again and play it. So starting off hole 1, par 3. And there's a big reason why I wanted to get out here and play it again, because there's a good mix of open and woods and elevation, and honestly, it kind of gets you to think and be uncomfortable. And that's what I enjoy in a course. Having to think and be uncomfortable and trying to succeed even through that. And the course really sets up for a fun time as well. A little hilly though, I will say. Now, usually when I'm going out to play, I'm practicing for a tournament, I'm getting some reps in for a league I play, I'm getting better at a course because I know eventually I'm going to compete there and I want to get my rating up. But today at Oakholm was just a day where it's like, okay, hey, let's go have fun, throw some shots at this course and have a good time. And doing that was really fun because it wasn't about getting the best score, it was about learning a little bit, throwing some shots, and just having a good time. And what was not having a good time today was my forehand form. It was just weird. I was overturning simple hyzer shots. Bad early miss from me there. I got to learn how to throw the hyzers panning out wide and not keep them tight. I always hit an inside tree when that happens. Now hole 5 here is a fun one. Huge downhill tunnel shot, par 3, and that disc was never to be seen again, which is frustrating, but you know, that's the price of playing the game, unfortunately. So I had to re-tee from those short tees right there. But I almost put this mid into the basket, which was pretty cool. Both of us have putts in the circle here. Try and keep our scores low. Hole 6 here, par 3. You basically have to have a long, winding left to right shot. Nick throws his turnover and hits some limbs. And then I throw my engine, have it turned over, good angle, but it's never coming back. And it's felt like I was just pulling all my forehands that day too. I kept just leaning over too much, but still coming home with the par, great. So I was hinting at it earlier, but my reason I play disc golf is because it gives me a little bit of time outside to just be myself and walk around in the woods. And it's just so relaxing for me that I get that time to be excused from my everyday responsibilities, and I just get to enjoy myself. You know, that's, as you become older, that becomes tougher and tougher to do. But recently, I'd say about a year ago, it was getting tougher and tougher for me to play disc golf, not just because you guys know I was going through the injury, but at the same time, I was putting all of this pressure on myself to shoot the best round I could every single day. And that's impossible, right? Disc golf is competitive. You want to play better. You want to get better. But you gotta understand that not every shot's gonna be your best one. Not every putt's gonna go in. and you're not going to make the basket every time you throw. I don't know if everybody clocked that, but that was a righty forehand from me, by the way. And I think recently I've come to understand that, hey, the only one putting pressure on me to do well at disc golf is me, right? So if I don't match up to that impossible standard I'm holding myself to, well, hey, nobody else cares, right? Doesn't matter to anybody else whether I birdied hole 7 or parred it. So at this point, I'm only 2 strokes behind Nick. Now, I know I got to start stringing some birdies together if I want to win. And I stand up and I throw this shot. And I felt so good about this shot because it was clean release, started churning. Unfortunately, getting back into that OB for myself. But nevertheless, it felt so good to have that chemtrail flip up and churn and then come back. Like, that's a tough thing to accomplish. So this hole, you're trying to put a placement into the fairway, pretty much straight, a little bit right, and then after that nice clean release, I had that shot. So that just shows you, hey, every shot's kind of its own little thing. So scrambling for the par here, trying to just put it back to the left so I can get my par, put my shot a little bit long. Nick puts his in the fairway, and we're just scrambling. When you have those bad shots, it can be easy to be down on yourself, right? It didn't come out how you expected. But when you have something like this putt here to the basket and it comes out great and you do exactly what you want, that's your reminder, hey, this is why I play disc golf. And when you have a tee shot like this, where you hit the line you want and you place it in the spot you want, that's the thing that keeps you coming back for another round. Nick ended up being down in the circle for his birdie, so I'm just trying to get an up and down for mine. I put myself in a great spot and totally mess up my putt. And that's the thing that can be frustrating about disc golf, especially if you see me there. But that's kind of what makes it fun too, because not every shot goes like you intended. And that's kind of like an analogy for life almost too. So at this point, I'm 4 back from Nick. I would like to get this one, and I give myself a good bid. Nick doesn't catch a stroke on me, so I'm still alive. There's still a chance I can catch him. Nick's shot ended up pushing through the woods there a decent bit, so my shot felt great about it. Hyzer, I thought it was going to pick up a little bit, but I'm just short and on the left. And now I've got to scramble to try and have a birdie look. And I managed to peer this gap, but unfortunately I get a rude tree kick kind of deal that puts me far. Nick needs to put this close to have an easy look at par. And unfortunately, he left himself a long one. Or fortunately for me, he did. Man, I want this putt. This is one you should hit. And I do. So this message goes out to my forehand guys. What was I doing wrong on this round? Why was I pulling everything over? I think it's posture related, but you guys let me know, okay? And we have another yank when I'm trying to throw a hyzer. Here I just throw an extra one just so I can make sure I know how to throw a forehand still. Up and down, don't really put myself close. And Nick puts himself close for the par, trying to run my bogey, end up with a double bogey there. Nick has a great tee shot here. It was unbelievable how far that thing got down. So I go try and just put this in the fairway and just put it right into the tree. Nick wants to throw one more at this one. So fun. He ended up way down there, probably like 420, 430 down the fairway. And I just keep making the same mistake over and over, just not giving it enough hyzer. I switch the disc. I'm still pulling it. And this is the point where you could start to get frustrated at yourself. But that's why I have to remind myself, why do I play disc golf? I play disc golf to get a break and to have fun, right? And if I'm not doing that, then why am I playing? Which makes me wonder, why do you guys play disc golf? Are you like me? Do you want to go out, have a nice relaxing hike, occasionally throw in a disc? Are you super competitive and want to win every round you play? Are you hunting a PDGA rating? Are you trying to play new courses? Maybe you're like me and you like having fun outside. Honestly, all of these are great reasons to play disc golf. I don't think I'll ever be a player who's super competitive and maybe a scratch golfer. I want to improve every time I go out there. I want to compete sometimes and play tournaments and leagues. I want to be able to shoot good scores. But at the end of the day, I want disc golf to be fun. I want to come back from a round and think, man, was that a good time? Man, did I have some fun throwing these couple shots? Even if I didn't make all my putts, even if I didn't score my best, even if every drive wasn't perfect, I want to come home thinking about the fun time I got to have. Like this shot I'm about to hit right here. This will keep me playing disc golf and thinking about what a great day I had. So my question to you is, why do you play disc golf? Is it the competition? Is it to have fun? Is it to get better? Is it to just beat your friend who annoys you? Why do you play disc golf? The coolest thing about disc golf is we can go out and play and have completely different reasons for playing the game that we do. Whatever your reason is, I hope you get out there. I hope you have a great time. And I hope you keep coming back to play, because disc golf is just the best thing ever.